We got to talk about some stuff. Hey guys, I'm Stan Wolf. Welcome back to the channel. I told you guys when I think we have enough information to warrant a video on this, we would do it. You guys crushed my hopes and dreams a couple months ago when we were thinking that Planet Coaster 2 was actually going to be announced, and that didn't happen. But now we have a new business update that Frontier just dropped just a few hours ago, focusing on creative management simulation game plans. And I think that is what really probably interests us the most. And they go on to basically say that they are getting back into their bread and butter. There's a bunch of articles out. We'll read one to you from Rock, Paper, Shotgun talking about this and what their plan is going forward. Of course, I think it'd be amiss if we didn't mention that we hate the freaking redundancies that have to happen with this restructure, especially like when it's like board and upper management decisions that have kind of got them in the situation that they're in, but it affects like the community managers and marketing and PR people and, you know, people that just work their butts off every day to create these games that we spend hours and hours on. They're the first ones that get let go kind of when the proverbial crap hits the fan. And the Frontier is pulling a 180, and it looks like they are going to completely refocus on creative management simulation games. And they claim they're going to still support Realms of Ruin. Doesn't look like it's doing too hot, even in their own words. I looked up the player count this past Saturday night. So, you know, the game's been out for like 10 days. Planet Zoo had more, Planet Coaster had more people, had more active Steam users than Realms of Ruin did. And that's why a lot of you guys were popping up in the comments a couple months ago on these videos, and you're like, Dan, what are you talking about? Age of Warhammer is huge. And I'm like, yes, but not Frontier Warhammer. Age of Sigmar, Realms of Ruin had 300 and I believe 60 players actively playing at like 7 o'clock on Friday night. Planet Zoo had 4,000. So Warhammer proverbial, it crapped the bed. It shit the bed. So we need to move past that now. I don't think they'll support it long. I think that they will probably try to look to get out of their F1 deal if it doesn't involve them like getting sued into oblivion. But anyways, let's just, before we go on to the Rock, Paper, Shotgun article, let me just read for you the actual business update and why I think it's important to us. It says refocusing on creative management simulation games. Frontier's move to diversify its game portfolio during the last 5 years, including through third-party publishing and new games in adjacent genres, has not delivered the anticipated success. That's a topic that Beyond Drew has touched on a lot. Even us 2-3 years ago were touching on it in on Take Two podcasts about the, you know, these games are coming out that, like, you know, we say nobody cares about, but F1 did, you know, for in their defense, F1 did really, really good its first outing because, you know, it was new and fresh and everybody wanted to see Frontier's take on it. Crapping the bed now. Nobody cares about it. I would cut my losses and move on. But anyways, as a result, the company has refocused on CMS games, which has delivered stronger and more predictable returns through Frontier's expertise and leadership in that genre. The company's 4 CMS games, Planet Coaster, Planet Zoo, Jurassic World Evolution, and Jurassic World Evolution 2, continue to perform well and have each achieved over $100 million of gross revenue with a combined total of over $500 million. All 4 games achieved profitability within 1 month of release and delivered over 100% return on investment within a year. The 3 games which have been in the market for over 4 years or longer, Planet Coaster, Jurassic World Evolution, and Planet Zoo, have all achieved a cumulative return of investment of over 250%. So like if you're have any type of say in Frontier investments or Frontier, a Frontier in your portfolio, yeah, I would want them to refocus on creative management sims. And then the most important part, it says Frontier is therefore pleased to confirm 3 future CMS games, with 1 releasing each of the next 3 financial years, fiscal year 2025, 26, and 27. Alongside this, we will continue to develop and support our portfolio of existing games, including Elite Dangerous and our F1 Manager franchise, and of course, Realms of Ruin. It says the outlook, following the lower than expected sales performance of Realms of Ruin, the board no longer believes that the current market expectation for fiscal year 2024 revenue of around 108 million pounds is likely to be achieved. Updated guidance is being given for fiscal year 2024 in the range of 80 to 95 million. Frontier's game portfolio during the remainder of the fiscal year, including the revenue contributions from new platform releases for existing games. And I think that is the drop in the bucket that says Planet Zoo will be coming to console in fiscal year 2024. Because if you read that again, it says alongside this, we will continue to develop and support our portfolio of existing games, including Elite Dangerous and F1 Realms of Ruin. Then it says Frontier's game portfolio during the remainder of the financial year, including the revenue contributions from new platform releases for existing games. So, like I said, I think that leads me to believe they know they're going to get a big bump when Planet Zoo hits console. Big revenue contribution when that happens. Then it goes on to say, despite the reduction in revenue guidance, the board believes that the current market expectation for an adjusted loss of around 9 million pounds in fiscal year 2024 remains achievable towards the upper end of revenue guidance, as a result of the cost savings achieved through the organizational review and an improved gross profit margin percentage driven by revenue mix. Then it says the board expects Frontier to at least break even in fiscal year 2025 through the ongoing performance of the existing portfolio of games, revenue contributions from future releases, including the CMS game scheduled for fiscal year 2025, and the 20% operating cost reductions from the organizational review. And then it just says, blah, blah, blah. Frontier continues to be well capitalized. They're getting their chairman is stepping down. The David Wilton guy has decided to step down from his chairman position on the board to concentrate on other interests. And that's basically what it says. It is that is a pretty interesting update. It looks like Frontier is trying to right the ship. They're trying to get back to creative management sim focus, which we are hoping that is going to be in some way Planet Coaster 2, but we'll just have to wait and see on that. In other news by Matt Jarvis, who is a contributor to Rock Paper Shotgun, says Planet Coaster devs Frontier doubled down on management sims as Warhammer RTS Realms of Ruin suffers low sales. It says publishers also behind Elite Dangerous and F1 Manager admit that their efforts to move into other genres hasn't been as successful as hoped. It says Frontier Developments are doubling down on their success in management sim games following weak sales of Realms of Ruin and a lack of success in attempting to break into other genres. The Cambridge-based developers' latest business update acknowledged that sales to date have been lower than expected for Realms of Ruin, the spiritual successor to Warhammer 40K Classic Dawn of War 2, and which serves as the first comparable RTS for Warhammer's modern fantasy series, Age of Sigmar, released to lukewarm reviews earlier this month. The update expressed hope that sales would build over time for the game, helped by post-release content and paid DLC. On top of Realms of Ruin's struggles, Frontier admitted that their long-term efforts over the last 5 years to expand into new game genres by serving as a publisher for other devs third-party games and launching games into adjacent genres has not been as successful as planned. This all comes in the wake of a rocky couple of years for the company, including the community controversy around Elite Dangerous Expansion Odyssey and player backlash to what was originally read as a final update to F1 Manager 2022, leading the game's team to scramble to reassure players that ongoing updates would still be coming. As such, the publishers will go back to what they're best at, what they call creative management simulation games, but we just call management sims. Contrasting that, Planet Coaster, Planet Zoo, Jurassic World Evolution, Jurassic World Evolution 2 had collectively made over $500 million and became profitable within a month of release. Frontier said they would refocus on creative management simulation games while continuing to support their other games, including Realms of Ruin, F1, and Elite Dangerous. That renewed focus will include the launch of a new management game in each of its 2025, 26, and 27 fiscal years. The hope is that the decision helps Frontier to recover from ailing financials that are expected to see them record a loss of $9 million during the 2023-2024 period as a result of Realms of Ruin flagging sales. Yeah, and then it just says, the CEO says, I'm pleased to confirm a third creative management simulation game on our development roadmap. I'm confident that our renewed focus on CMS will return Frontier back to profitability, delivering stimulating games to our players and provide rewarding opportunities for our people. I'd like to thank our people and our shareholders for their patience and support as we go through a challenging period of change. Frontier recently confirmed staff layoffs amid an organizational review required to cut costs by up to 20%. Third-party publishing arm Frontier Foundry was also shuttered in June, closing the label behind Deliver Us Mars and Warhammer 40K, Chaos Gate, Demon Hunters, among other noticeable gems. So that is what we have got reported on, guys. So like I said, no Planet Coaster 2, confirmation yet, but we do know that they are on their way with 3 games in that genre. So you guys will have to let me know what you think. What do you think it's going to be? I just kind of wanted to jump in and let you guys kind of hear what we found out today and what dropped. And maybe as the week goes on, if we hear any more, we'll try to cover this a little more. But that is what we have to go off of right now. That is Frontier's latest business update as of November 27th. So don't forget to subscribe and keep it right here with your old boy, S. Stan Wolf. And as soon as I know, you'll know. And we'll catch you in the next video. See ya.